In this video, we're going to talk about the purpose of collecting data from a sample. The purpose of collecting data from a sample is to gather information about a population and to reach one or more conclusions about a population. A sample is basically a taste of a population. When a person takes a sample from a population and collects data from the members of the sample, it's really like a person taking a sample of food to find out what that type of food tastes like. The process of using data from a sample to reach a conclusion about a population has a name. It's called statistical inference. Let's take a moment to talk about this word inference. An inference is a conclusion that's reached without 100% certainty. In other words, it's a conclusion that might be wrong. When a person reaches an inference, the person is making a conclusion that's supported by the evidence, but the person isn't proving something to be true with 100% certainty. An example of an inference in everyday life is the verdict of a jury trial. When a jury reaches a verdict, the jury is looking over the evidence that was gathered and reach a conclusion that's supported by the evidence, but the jury isn't proving something to be true with 100% certainty. It's possible for an innocent person to be sent to jail. It's possible for a guilty person to go free. When a researcher uses data from a sample to reach a conclusion about a population, the conclusion that's reached is only an inference. It isn't a proven conclusion. That's because when a person uses data from a sample to reach a conclusion about a population, the person is using information that isn't perfectly accurate, and there's always room for error. It's always possible for a researcher to get an unusual sample that provides misleading information about the population as a whole. Now, there are steps that a researcher can take to increase the chance of getting highly accurate information from a sample, and we'll talk about those steps in a later video.